Finding Pakistaniat by Tyrone Tellis, a Pakistani marketing professional. In this article, published in the November-December 2017 edition of Aurora, Tyrone Tellis advocates the need to induct the concept of Pakistaniat in our advertising, because only then will the industry achieve a distinct identity. In this excerpt, he writes that Pakistaniat symbolizes tolerance and inclusion. Pakistan is at crossroads. Sadly, in the last 20 years or so, many of our advertising campaigns have been as cliched as my opening sentence. In the 90s, I became familiar with an advertising legend, Umar Qureshi. Reading his piece in Dawn every Sunday was like being in a time machine. There is no doubt that it was his skill that helped create the aura of PIA as a brand ambassador for Pakistan on the world stage. However, times have changed, and national carrier and our advertising industry are no longer world-class. If our advertising industry ever was, I'm not sure. Another name that comes to mind and is inseparable from the advertising of the 70s and 80s is Javed Jabbar. His agency, M&J Communications, is still regarded as more of an institution than a company. I have been a fan of his for some years, and more recently, thanks to a refreshing campaign by Habib Metro, I was introduced to his concept of Pakistaniat. So what exactly is Pakistaniat? Our nation is predominantly Muslim, but advertisers need to include religious minorities, and in similar vein, we have within the national fabric various cultures and customs and languages. These too need to be acknowledged and appreciated by advertisers. Another change needed, as expounded by Pakistaniat, is a more realistic portrayal of the status quo. Advertisers should be discouraged from endorsing messages that defy reality and steer away from rosy depictions. Instead, they should acknowledge and even tackle issues such as cultural change and corruption. In the recent past, there have been renewed efforts to change the global perception of Pakistan as a dangerous and ugly place. If marketers and communication leaders do not have in-depth knowledge about their country as demanded by Pakistaniat, how can they be expected to market the country properly? You cannot market a country by sitting in an air-conditioned office in a big city. The last aspect of Pakistaniat is about building bridges with our neighbors, especially India. Whether you are a city or a province or a country, the ultimate goal is not independence, but interdependence. This, for me, is the soul and essence of Pakistaniat, and the golden rule our marketers should strive for in the next 70 years of our advertising industry.